Hello and welcome to the World Web Resources Hairstylist training video. In this session we will be covering part 1 of the Extranet panel, a place where you could go to make changes to your website easily and quickly. This panel will also be the location where your contact book will reside. Okay, well let's go ahead and get started. If you remember from our website training and review video, this is the sample website, Ellen's Hair Salon, that we covered. If you click on this link at the very bottom, which says Admin, it's going to take you to your login panel for your Extranet screen. So if you put in your user and password that was previously given to you, and then click on the red login button, that will allow you entry into your Extranet panel. Okay, if you want to change now your user or your password, there's a link here on the very left-hand side top that says change password. If you click on that, a page opens up to where now you could make your change. So we're going to change this from Ellen to Helen. You put your old password in here, your new password in here, and then you confirm your new password in this field. And once that is done, you click on the save button, and now your user and password have been changed. Next, we want to talk about website design, changing your border and your background, which is done in this section. But before we do that, let's go back to the website and let me show you where the border and background reside. This outside area through here of your main panel is your border. Again, it's outside of your main panel, this area and through here. This area inside your main panel is your background design. So again, this is what we're going to concentrate on now, is the border, which is the outside here, and then the background design, which is here. Okay, so first let's click on the border design. What you will see now is 4 distinct designs for this particular template. Each template has its own separate 4 border and background designs. Okay, at the top it says only one design can be made active at a time. If more than one is made active, then the design at the top, which is this particular design, will show. If none are made active, then the background or border will then default to white, which will give you your 5th different design. Okay, so as you take a look at these 4, you will see that there is only one that is active, and that's this one right here. So if we want to make it inactive, all we do is click on this link, and now it is inactive. So if you want to choose another one, or if you want to reactivate it, just click on the inactive, and now it is active again. Okay, the same thing holds true for the background design. So we'll click on this, and again you will see 4 distinct background designs. And again, it's the same as the border. If only one design can be made active at a time, if more than one is active, then the design at the top, which is this one, will show. If none are made active, then it will default to the white design. And again, as in the border, this particular one is active. So if we want to make it inactive, we click on that link, and now it is inactive. If we want to activate it, we click on the link, and now it's active. For illustration purposes, we're going to make this particular one active, and then under the border design, I'll scroll down here, we're going to make this one active. So when we do that, click it, what's going to happen is it's going to go from here to here. It's that easy in making changes to your border and background design. Okay, next let's concentrate on the home page. So under the home page section there are 3 different links, and let's start at the very bottom one first, and it's called the home page photos. So we're going to click on that, and I'm going to show you again real quickly. These two photos that are sitting on your main panel are what we're going to concentrate on changing. Okay, so the first thing you do to change it is to modify it. Okay, now the screen opens up with both photos. To change it, all you need to do is click on the Browse button, and it'll find the photo, or it'll open up to a screen in which your photos will reside. So you locate it on your hard drive, and let's just say we're going to pick this one, and then for this particular one at the bottom we're going to choose this one. It's now sitting in the Browse fields, and once you've made the change, all you do is click Update, and those two photos will change. Now it is important to note that only JPEG photos are going to be allowed to be changeable. It's not going to work with TIFF or PNG files or PDF files. Okay. Also note that the gold here are what we call optional fields. So if I put the cursor over, it says field is optional. The only one that is really mandatory is going to be the red, and that's going to be the case for all the fields within the Extranet panel. Okay, so if for some reason we say we want to make these inactive, like that, then what's going to happen is when you update the information, those photos will not appear. In fact, no photos will appear on your main panel. Okay, so we're going to cancel out of this. You could also make the active-inactive status change here by clicking on this. It's going to be inactive, which means that the two photos are not going to show up on your main panel. Okay, next we're going to talk about how to make changes to the top panel of your design. And again, going back here, this is what we're talking about here, is making changes to this section of your website. Okay, so what we will do is click again on the Modify button, and the first thing that you notice is that there's going to be, again, the red mandatory fields and the yellow optional fields. Okay, so we need to obviously put in the name of the salon. Right now it's called Ellen's Hair Salon, so this is where you're going to put in the name of your salon. And then we're going to have to put a photo, and I would suggest using a JPEG headshot photo of yourself versus a full frontal view of yourself. Again, you just click the Browse button, find the photo that you want on your hard drive, put it into this field. This is where your address goes, your city, state, zip code, your phone number is here, your email address is here. Now these two are optional fields, are Facebook and Twitter. So if you have a Facebook or Twitter account, just copy the link and paste it into these respective fields. If you don't have a Facebook or Twitter account, leave them blank, and the Facebook and Twitter icons will not show on your website. Make sure it is marked active again, and once you've made all these changes, you click the update information, and all the changes to the top panel now are done. The next thing we're going to concentrate is on the homepage text. Okay, so we're going to click on that and then click Modify again. Now if you take a look at it, we're going to go back again to the website. This is the area that we're talking about, the text, the welcome text within your website. Going back to the Extranet panel, this is what we call an HTML editor. It's very similar to most word processing documents on the market today. I'm not going to cover every single icon that you see on these three rows, but I'll cover with you some basic ones so you'll be able to actually go in and make changes to your text quickly and easily. The first icon I want to show you is on the third row, third from the end, this one. If I click on this, what it does is it opens up the HTML editor completely. So you'll be able to see all of the text or content at one time. On the second row of icon, we're going to start with this first one, which is to make words bold. This is italics. This is to underline words. These two are for listing numbers as well as bullet points. These sets here are for justifying left, right, or center. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If I highlight these set of words and click on this first one, which is left justify, it moves it over to the left. This is to center it, and this is to move it to the right side. So we're going to go back and recenter that. At the same time, let me highlight these three words, Ellen's Hair Salon. If I click on this one, it's going to make it bold. If I highlight again and I click the underline, then it makes it bold and underlines it at the same time. On the very bottom row, this is to determine the font size, or style rather, that you want. This is the font size. This is to make the font a different color. So let me show you how that's done. So again, we're going to highlight Ellen's Hair Salon, and we're going to click on the font, and we're just going to take, let's say this one down here, Georgia. So we're going to change it to the Georgia font style, and we're going to change the size to, let's say, a very small one, 9. Okay, and at the same time we're going to click on this one, and we're going to change the text color to red. Okay, so that's kind of what we've done with those sets of words. We've made it bold, we've underlined them, we changed the font style to Georgia, we changed the font size to 6, and then we've also changed the text color to red. The last thing I want to show you on the HTML editor is this particular icon. It's a link icon, and what you could do is you could link a set of words to a PDF document, or you could link it to another part of your website, or even to another website completely. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If I take this word schedule, and I'm going to click on the link icon, and what happens is it opens up into another box. And let's say that I'm going to link this to the contact page of the website. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put www.ellenshairsalon.com/contact and click OK. Now, this particular word in the website, when you click on it, will take you directly to the contact page of the website. Once you have made all the changes you want to your website on the HTML editor, you need to click this icon, which will now minimize the screen, and at the bottom it's important that you click the update information in order for the changes to go live. Okay, well, that concludes the part 1 training of the video. On our next training session, we're going to cover the portfolio, the contact us, and the address book change. So again, if you have any questions at any point in time concerning your website, the Extranet panel, or your calendar, please email us at questions@worldwebresources.com, and one of our customer service reps will respond to you in a timely manner. Thank you very much.